It's time now for the Iowa Girls State Basketball Tournament on the Central Iowa Sports Network. From the smallest towns to the biggest cities, watch the Iowa girl compete for the title of state champion. CISN.TV's coverage of the state tournament is presented by Mid-American Energy, Schottenkirk Chevy of Waukee, Atlantic Coca-Cola Bottlers. Also brought to you by the Iowa Pork Producers, Shields, Fairway Foods, Una Vista University, the Better Business Bureau. Now let's go courtside at Wells Fargo Arena in downtown. for state tournament basketball. It's time now for the Iowa Girls State Basketball Tournament on the Central Iowa Sports Network. From the smallest towns to the biggest cities, watch the Iowa girl compete for the title of state champion. CISN.TV's coverage of the state tournament is presented by Mid-American Energy, Schottenkirk Chevy of Waukee, Atlantic Coca-Cola Bottlers. Also brought to you by the Iowa Pork Producers, Shields, Fairway Foods, Buena Vista University, the Better Business Bureau. Now let's go courtside at Wells Fargo Arena in downtown Des Moines for state tournament basketball.
IGHSAU Iowa Farm Bureau Girls State Basketball Quarterfinal matchup.
Hello everyone, I'm Joe Danielson along here with Tammy Blackstone, ready to bring you this final Class 4A semi-quarterfinal match of today, and we actually have a guest here, Craig from the Grinnell radio.
From Grinnell, from Lincoln Savings Bank, yeah.
Yep, and he's going to give us a little insight on Grinnell Tigers season and kind of how they play.
I'll tell you, this Grinnell team is fun to watch. You guys are really going to enjoy this. They love to get up and down the floor. They love to shoot the three, and they've got so many ways that they can score. It really makes it a tough team to defend, but a really fun team to watch. And so they've had a lot of success this year. And I think the big thing with this team is they were here last year. And I think that is huge for them. And all the girls talked about that all the nervous is gone now. And so they can come in here and they're just calling it unfinished business.
Right, and it looks to be a good matchup between Mason City Mohawks. They, too, are no stranger to the Wells Fargo, 6 out of 8 years here. I'm looking forward to a good game, but nice back and forth, two high-scoring teams.
Oh, I think so. I think this could be the best game of the first round in 4A. Well, I think these two are really going to get after it.
Yeah, well, we certainly hope so. And I think we're going to go to the PA announcer here for the starting lineups of the Mason City Mohawks.
Number 20, Allie Rude. Number 24, Sammy Miller. Number 30, Jada Whitner. Number 32, Hannah Thomas. Number 34, Brianna Noderman. Number 40, Emma Hollander. Number 42, Megan Hollander. Number 44, Brooke Anderson. And number 52, Hannah Lang. The assistant coaches for Mason City are Tom Kirby, Katie Trask, and Brittany Rowe. Now let's meet the non-starters for the number 3 seed Grinnell Tigers. Number 4, Rebecca McCombs. Number 12, Micah Benning-Shore. Number 14, Sarah Gosseling. Number 20, Caitlin Kriegel. Number 30, Lauren Bolte. Number 32, Bailey Kriegel. Number 40, Addie Pettig. Number 42, Chelsea Heintzelman. Number 44, McKenna McKnight. And number 50, Selena Yone. The assistant coaches for Grinnell are Mark Kivett and Kent Castendale. And now let's meet the starters for both teams. For Mason City, a 5'9" senior, number 4, Autumn Anderson. And for Grinnell, a 5'7" junior, number 2, Macy Harris. For Mason City, a 5'9" junior, number 10, Megan Meyer. And for Grinnell, a 5'7" junior, number 10, Naomi Jackson. For Mason City, a 5'9" junior, number 12, Anna Lensing. And for Grinnell, a 5'2" junior, number 22, Megan Doty. For Mason City, a 5'8" sophomore, number 14, Anna Dietz. And for Grinnell, a 5'9" senior, number 24, Cameron Moore. For Mason City, a 5'8" senior, number 22, Hannah Backdoor. And for Grinnell, a 6' senior, number 34, Sienna Durr. The head coach for Mason City is Kurt Lawson, and the head coach for Grinnell is Trent Edson. The officials for tonight's game are Rich Collison, Chad Slagle, Jared Ray, and Christopher Thomas. Welcome Mason City and Grinnell to the 2018 Iowa Girls State Tournament.
And we would like to welcome you here to CISN.TV's broadcast of our last quarterfinal of the day. Joe Danielson here alongside Tammy Blackstone, and it's been a pretty eventful day so far.
It has been. We've seen a lot of good games here to kick off the tournament. We saw an overtime earlier today. A lot of good basketball is a good sign of things to come, I think.
Yep, and we would like to welcome you to this broadcast, CISN.TV, the #1 social streaming platform dedicated exclusively to local Iowa sports, CISN.TV. And it looks like we are going to have a pretty high-scoring game here today. We were both kind of going over the stats a little bit, and, you know, Grinnell's got 4 players that average double figures, and there's the tip-off here, and that's to Megan Doty. She's doubled up, gets it into Sienna Durr, and who drives, cuts through the defense, and a nice layup to get the game going.
Excellent quick start there for Durr. She is the 3rd leading scorer in 4A. We're going to see a lot of exciting things from her tonight.
Yep, and Grinnell, again, pressure on the break, but Mason City's able to break it. Autumn Anderson, the free throw line jumper, rims out, and the Mohawks get the rebound.
Rebounding is going to be crucial in this game. Neither team is at their strength. They don't have a lot of big girls out there, so it's going to be a lot about grit and determination and who wants the ball more.
Right, and we kind of saw that in that first possession there with that full court press.
Absolutely.
Inbounded to Megan Meyer in the corner. She dribbles it up to the top of the key. Hannah Factor with the drive and gets her own rebound. Anna Lansing with the layup, no good off the back of the rim, pushed up quickly. Doty works the ball around to Sienna Durr up top. Down in the corner, Doty back up top to Naomi Jackson. Looking for Durr and looking for Cameron Moore inside for the layup.
Finding Cameron way nice and open underneath the basket there. That's a great look.
And Mason City broke the press that time, and there was a foul on
Fouls on Grinnell, number 10,
Naomi Jackson for the Grinnell Tigers. We're going to have our first substitution. Number 14, Sarah Gosselink checks in.
We'll see pressing from both teams tonight. Both of them are going to be looking to slow down the pace of the other team. Two very fast-paced teams.
A nice inbound play, just leaves it a little bit short off the back of the rim, and here comes Durr down the right side. Swung over to the left side of the key to Megan Doty. And a nice strong drive from Cameron Moore down the right side of the paint.
They found her a couple times in a row now. She's capable of having a very big game. She had 22 in the regional final to get here.
Another nice press break from the Mohawks. And Anna Dietz gets them on the scoreboard for 3. Durr brings the ball up the right side quickly and dishes it off to Cameron Moore. A nice find there for the easy layup. They're getting more started early.
Absolutely, and Sienna Durr really is that player that can do it all. She's, their post play underneath, but we've seen her bring it up the court a couple of times. She is high on their team in assists, plus she has that presence underneath the basket.
Oh, nice pressure from Grinnell there, and the steal by Macy Harris. Doty passes to Doty and then back to Harris. She drives. And that's rebounded by Autumn Anderson up the right side to Anna Lansing, and she is fouled on the right side, the far side of the key by Sarah Gosling.
Sarah Gosling, her first, team foul number 3. Number 30, Jada Whitner, checks into the Mason City lineup.
Jada Whitner is checking in for the Mason City Mohawks, and they'll have the ball underneath the basket. Good defense on that play, but Megan Meyer was able to get the shot off. Moore advances the ball up the right side to Durr. She drives and is fouled in the lane. Yep, so both teams, kind of like we thought, started pretty fast, a lot of press, and they've done pretty well breaking it so far.
Absolutely. Yep, no problem breaking the press so far, but you're going to see them keep putting that pressure on just, again, to slow down the pace of the game for the other team, since both of them do have a habit of going so quickly.
Cameron Moore in there with kind of a wild shot, and it's rebounded by Durr.
You know, when teams kind of have a superstar like both these teams do with Megan Meyer and with Sienna Durr, it really opens it up for that next girl, and you're going to see some of them have good games here at the state tournament. When we're seeing people that are double-teamed and the focus is on them, we're going to see some other girls step up and really have their moment.
Right, and that's going to be key for both teams. Mason City with the steal advances it up to Megan Meyer, and she's denied at the rim by Macy Harris, who then brings the ball up the right side. Again, a little scrum underneath the hoop there from Cameron Moore on the drive. And that'll give the ball to Megan Meyer upside. A quick three from Lauren Boyle. Cameron Moore advances the ball up to, and it's dribbled off Macy Harris's foot. And then she gets it back there with the hustle play.
Extraordinary hustle there from Macy Harris, just getting down the court and taking it away from Megan Meyer.
Yep, and I think that was a quality timeout for Grinnell there. Trent Edson kind of saw the game getting a little wild and wants to calm his players down a bit here.
Yep, I think so. Some of those state tournament nerves, although like you said earlier, neither of these teams is a stranger here to Wells Fargo Arena, and both have been here before, and both teams have some experience on their side, but yeah, I think they're looking now to kind of get things under control and make sure they're playing their pace in their game.
Right, yep, trying to get the jitters out here playing in Wells Fargo. They are experienced in here, but again, when you're not used to shooting on a hoop that's kind of with no backdrop.
It always takes a little getting used to here in that first quarter. The gym looks bigger, the baskets look a little bit out of place, and so we're going to see some of these teams get their shots falling here, and we've got a little bit slow to start with scoring, but that's not going to be the case for long.
And Factor brings the ball up, moves it over to Macy Harris. There's to Doty, and it's stolen. Taken up for the nice, strong layup there from Megan Meyer. Good steal.
Didn't slow up that time. Last time she slowed up a little bit and was able to get that steal, but.
And Grinnell draws the foul here as they inbound. Megan Meyer gets the foul.
This game is a great chance for us to see at least two Division I players going head-to-head here. We've got Megan Meyer heading to Iowa in a couple of years. She's committed there. And we've got Sienna Durr heading out to Columbia University next year.
Yep, and she fills up the stat sheet, as you mentioned before, all-time leader in points, rebounds, and blocks for Grinnell. Oh, pass stolen by Naomi Jackson. Oh, excuse me. Megan Meyer for the layup. All right, Tigers bring the ball up. Naomi Jackson. Into Durr, back out to Macy Harris. Over there to Cameron Moore. They're looking for Durr right in the middle there to break the press. Moore drives, takes a little contact and no good, and rebounded by Durr.
Referees are allowing a little contact today. It's going to be kind of a physical game underneath, and I don't think either of these teams will shy away from that.
Right, and yep, as we saw there, kind of no call, which is a good no call there.
don't see any players frustrated by it. I think they're used to it. They both play very tough schedules. They've seen a lot of tough teams during the year.
Durr inbounds, passes to Cameron Moore. Back to Naomi Jackson up top. Moore again surveying. Jackson sets and fires for three, and it's good.
Naomi Jackson averages about 12 points a game, and she's very good at that three-point shot.
Put the ball up to Megan Hollander, who passes it off to Jada Whitner. Back to Hollander. And nice find down low to find Hannah Factor for the easy layup.
Great passing there, great teamwork, just working around, being patient, looking for that open player.
Harris brings the ball up to the top of the key, surveys, passes right to Cameron Moore, who draws a quick foul there on Megan Meyer. And she'll have to sub out here. For Anna Dietz will replace her.
Mason City has brought in Megan Hollander. She's a 5'10 junior to take care of Sienna Durr down low. They do have a bit of a height mismatch without her in there, so that should be a better defensive matchup.
Now Harris up top again, looking through the zone, trying to find something here for Naomi Jackson. Advances the ball around to Cameron Moore, and again, a lot of good ball movement here from the Tigers. And they find Durr at the top of the key. She's who they're looking for.
Mason City is swarming pretty well in a zone here.
Yep, Cameron Moore drives baseline, turns, throws up a nice layup, and just right off the rim. But Sienna Durr's there for the rebound and the putback.
If she can get herself in that position tonight, she might get a lot of those.
Here comes Jada Whitner up the left side into Hollander. Back out to Meyer. Oh, yep, a travel call there on Whitner.
Number 12, Anna Lensing, checks into the Mason City lineup.
And Anna Lensing will sub out for Whitner there. So, early on, or late in the first quarter here, 13-9. Is that Grinnell leads? Again, Grinnell trying to work around the zone here with Naomi Jackson. Skipped pass over to Cameron Moore again, just kind of surveying here with Jackson and Moore on the top of the key, and Moore takes the three. Here come the Mohawks up the center of the court. Drives, and a nice drive from Anna Dietz. Takes it herself all the way to the hole.
It's an excellent, very strong finish by Dietz.
Yep, and right back comes Durr. Kicks it off to Naomi Jackson, who dribbles it up to the top of the key and swings it around. Now again, the Tigers are looking through that tough Mohawk zone. Naomi Jackson for three on the right side, off the rims out. Nice hustle play there by the Mohawks, by Sammy Miller to chase down that rebound. Miller passes down to Hollander in the corner, back to Miller. She goes off a screen from Hollander, and a little bit of a no call there from the referee. Yep, and they are letting them play like we did mention earlier.
We're not hearing a lot of whistles, but again, I think these players, they're used to a physical game. They like to run. I think that both teams are well served by a game that keeps a fast pace, and so I think the referees are letting them go with that, and I think both teams will do just fine with that.
Yep, and they've been pretty comfortable in both presses and on defense. Both the Mohawks have come out in this zone, and the Grinnell Tigers have been pretty patient with Harris and Jackson out there on the top of the key.
Jackson's had a couple of good looks there at the three-point line, and those are going to fall for her. There takes another one.
Yep, Jackson again hits the three.
She knew one of those was going to fall. She was going to keep taking them, and she was open. It was a good shot.
And that'll be the end of the first quarter with Grinnell up on top of Mason City, 16-11.
Iowa. And here, we don't just dream of a better tomorrow, of a smarter way to do business or live, of perseverance and progress. We inspire it in others. We challenge the conventional, reimagine what it means to be better, and then dare ourselves to make it great. This is Iowa. And here, we don't just dream, we make history.
Iowa pig farmers care. Learn more at iowapork.org.
And we're back here with our broadcast of the 4A quarterfinal between number 3 seed Grinnell and number 6 seed Mason City. So far in that first quarter, it was the usual suspects from Grinnell with, Durr, Moore, and Jackson all getting going on the scoreboard for them. And at the same time, Megan Meyer and Anna Dietz getting started for the Mohawks.
Yep. Both these teams a little behind what their usual pace are. These are two very high-scoring teams. Grinnell averages about 73 points a game. Mason City 66, two of the highest-scoring teams in the state. So we saw them get going there a little bit in the end of the first quarter, and we can expect to see that continue.
Dietz at the top of the key. He's hounded by tough D from Megan Doty. And it looks like we got a little bit of a tie up there. First jump ball. Possession will be with Grinnell. So Naomi Jackson will take the ball into that Mohawk zone here, kind of looking to get something going. Durr with the screen for Jackson. Passes it off to the corner to Doty. Back to Jackson. They find Durr. And Moore for three. Cameron Moore in the corner for three. So the three ball's really falling for the Grinnell Tigers.
It is. They're finding those open looks against that zone, and Mason City's going to have to adjust.
And trapped in the corner there, and a quick turnover for Grinnell, or for Mason City. Grinnell ball.
Mason City moves really well in that zone, but against a team like Grinnell, they've got a great they've got a lot of three-point weapons, and so Mason City's going to have to really get out there to that line and cover them.
Yep, if that three ball continues to fall, they might have to look to something else here, the defensive end. Jackson at the top of the key, passes it off to Harris, who dribbles through the double team and finds Cameron Moore down in the corner. Back to Doty and Moore. Skip pass to the other side for Jackson in the corner, and she swishes another one. She is really feeling it so far here.
She is. She's having a great game, and like we talked about, sometimes when the attention kind of goes on the leading scorer for a team, we're seeing other players step up here. So we're seeing Cameron Moore, and again, we're seeing Naomi Jackson. If she has that shot, she's going to take it.
Iowa pig farmers care. Learn more at iowapork.org.
All right, and Mason City has the ball underneath here. Hannah Factor to inbound. Inbounds to Megan Meyer. Grinnell with a little bit of a relaxed press here, soft press. Meyer passes in the corner to Autumn Anderson for three. A nice high arcing shot from the corner is good. Naomi Jackson advances the ball up, and it's nearly stolen there by Hannah Factor.
Mason City up in the press that time. We're seeing some full court pressure, and that time it nearly paid off.
Right, and once Grinnell kind of jumped out to a little lead there, they kind of sagged off, and the Mohawks got a little bit more aggressive.
They did. Mason City has probably the toughest schedule in 4A. They are well prepared for this game, even though Grinnell is the higher-ranked team in this game.
Yeah, and 14-9, you kind of look at that. Their 9 losses were all to 5A state tournament or sub-state qualifier teams.
Absolutely.
Here comes Cameron Moore. Kicks it down to the corner. A nice active hands from Megan Meyer there. Doty at the top of the key. Splits the double team and gets it down to Durr, who kicks it out. Grinnell Tigers work it around the key and find Cameron Moore in the corner. and no good. Rebound, Harris kicks it back out to Moore, who drives the lane, and a nice floater to get the bucket.
Excellent take there by Cameron Moore. Sienna Durr really looks like she's looking to get her teammates and keeping her teammates involved in this game.
Yep, and the corner three for Mason City, no good. Rebound, Megan Doty. She'll push the ball up center court. Picks up her dribble, and then to Durr. Back to Cameron Moore in the corner. Looking for Durr down low. Tries to find her, splits the double team. A nice little up and under move from Sienna Durr.
Durr has great hands down there. She read the defense well and just knows she can shoot over top.
Meyer off the screen from Factor takes a free throw line jumper and banks it in.
Megan Meyer is just a fun, versatile player to watch.
Yep, a nice answer there from Meyer. Here's Durr in the corner. Kicks it ahead to Cameron Moore, who drives the right side. And a layup off the glass is good. Megan Meyer again. One thing about Mason City is they really inbound the ball quick. They're looking to go. Moore over to Anna Dietz. Drives baseline and has it tipped by Naomi Jackson. Slows the ball down and looks to set it up for Cameron Moore in the corner. Cameron Moore, pass intercepted there by Hannah Lansing, down for the layup, and it's good.
Excellent finish there. A lot of composure from Megan Meyer.
Yep, and Grinnell is going to take a timeout here, and we're going to have the break.
All you have to do, you just have to get their feet here on the pavement and big. Being in Des Moines, you just get it through the experience.
I'm a fan of a lot of our fast, casual cuisine.
A little theater, some great restaurants.
There's a lot going on musically.
If you can't find things to do in Des Moines,
You must be boring.
this is a magical place.
Silverado Double Cab 4x4 All-Star Edition. Power price, $99 per month lease. $99 per month. New 18 Silverado Crew Cab 4x4 All-Star Edition. $219 per month lease. 18 Equinox. $199 per month lease. New 18 Cruise LTs. $18,790. Hurry in for best selection. The Power Price Event. Schottenkirk Chevy Waukee. Waukee Chevy.
We're back here on CISN.TV. We're back on CISN.TV with 4 minutes and 35 seconds left in the second quarter. Grinnell has a 28-18 lead over Mason City. And Grinnell will inbounds the ball with heavy pressure from the Mohawks. Jackson looking for Durr. She gets it in the corner. Back to Jackson. Pushes the ball up the middle.
Seeing Mason City out of that zone now and picking them up man-to-man.
Yep, and they find Durr at the top of the key. And nice dish down low to Macy Harris, who can't quite finish. And a good hustle play there from Anna Dietz again to secure the ball for the Mohawks.
Absolutely. Yep, we're seeing Mason City do well in a lot of different defensive looks here today.
Yep, and those hustle plays are going to be key for Mason City, as we kind of talked about a rebounding advantage for Grinnell, a height advantage.
Yep.
So the hustle plays are going to be key.
Absolutely. Grinnell winning the battle on the boards right now, 11-5. So, yep, those hustle plays are really going to be crucial for Mason City.
Meyer, right side, down to Jada Whitner. Whitner drives baseline, puts up a nice little floater. Up and rebounded by Hannah Factor, who goes in and draws the foul. Again, right there, that kind of sequence is what we were talking about. You know, a 50-50 ball. Both team has a chance to get it, and
Yep.
Hannah Factor will go to the line here to shoot too.
We'll see both these teams scrapping for each one of those tonight. They're going to be needed. This game's going to be a close one.
Subbing in for Grinnell, Eddie Pettig for Macy Harris. So Factor switches both free throws, and Grinnell inbounds to Durr down in the corner here. She breaks the trap and brings it up the right side, drives the paint. A nice kick out. to number 22 there, Megan Doty for 3, rims off to Mason City Mohawks. And here they come. Hannah Factor off to Megan Meyer at the top of the key. A nice crossover drive, jumps up, and a nice pull-up right there from Factor.
Megan Meyer saw that opportunity to start closing this gap, and there Mason City is coming on strong.
Yep. Comes Jackson, off to Cameron Moore. Down to Addie Pettig at the top of the key. She swings it to Durr, who shoots the 3, a little strong. Rebounded there from Jada Whitner. And do we have a jump ball in the corner, I believe?
Yep, Megan Doty tied it up out there. Nice hustle play.
Yep, and that'll... Oh, we have a foul there on Mason City, I guess.
Okay.
And a couple substitutions in here for the Mohawks. Doty inbounds to Addie Pettig. Over to Jackson. Inside to Durr. She's looking again for Pettig. She was triple teamed down there. And Megan Meyer with the nice drive and dish to Factor, just a little too strong. Oh, a nice play from Sammy Miller of the Mohawks. She wanted the jump ball there.
You know, you mentioned Sienna Derby and triple team. I'm sure she's seen that a lot this season. She averages 21 points a game, but she also has had 72 assists on the year. So she's used to that, and she's always looking for her open teammates. And you can see there, she wasn't looking to force that shot. She was looking to get it back out and find a better, cleaner shot.
Yeah, but she's definitely looking to get her teammates involved early in this game. Grinnell, a nice pump stop. Addie Pettig, top of the key to Jackson. Jackson surveys the defense here. A nice screen from Durr, looking for Durr to Pettig. Durr down low and up and in.
It's a great quick feed from Pettig into Durr underneath.
And that's what they want to do, get that nice Durr inside. A nice drive there from Megan Meyer, just left it a little bit short, and here come the Tigers up the right side. Moore just a little strong there to Addie Pettig, who can't hold on to it.
Last couple of possessions here, we're really seeing that fast pace that both of these teams like to play, and this is where they're really most comfortable.
Yep, and that's good for Mason City, too, as they find themselves down. You can score points in bunches. If you're playing fast, you just have to play good D. So Megan Meyer will bring the ball up here. Meyer to Sammy Miller. Miller to Lansing, who passes it up to the top of the key. Autumn Anderson's shot's no good. And nice hustle play. And they'll get the foul call here on Grinnell. Number 40, Addie Pettig got the foul there. And Dietz inbounds in the corner, and it's stolen by Macy Harris, again, who advances the ball quickly right down the center, and picked her pocket, Sammy Miller. And she takes it in a little too strong on the layup.
Couldn't quite finish that one. Sometimes just the adrenaline of the moment. What a great steal from her hustle play, and she'll get that one to fall next time, I'm sure.
All right, and they're going to, both teams are going to look to clean up those plays here going forward. We got about a minute and 20 seconds left here in the first half. Durr advances the ball down to Moore on the right side. Over to Jackson for 3, and it's off the rim there. Rebounded Durr, and a nice spin and a left-handed hook there. So
that's a fantastic finish there. Great rebound, great grab, and quite a bit of composure there on the finish.
Yep, scored with her left over 2 defenders. Megan Meyer, the crossover and floater in the lane, just a little too strong. Rebounded by the Mohawks. And Anna Dietz there drew the foul, a little out of control on the drive, but she'll take the free throws.
We're seeing that was a foul on Durr, but we are seeing some pretty good, smart, straight-up defense from Sienna Durr. She knows she's crucial to this team, not just because of her scoring. So we're seeing other teammates step up today on that, but just because she's got that size on defense, and they need her to be able to stay in that game.
Right, and you know, one foul, it's not going to hurt you. You know, you can use that to your advantage sometimes.
Absolutely.
And that's what Durr kind of did there. Subbing out for Mason City is Sammy Miller. And Dietz knocks down the second free throw. Mason City again coming out in a face guarding press. A little bit of a man type zone action and a double team on Jackson here. Able to get the ball over the top to Macy Harris, who drives in and has it punched out from behind. Here come the Mohawks. Megan Meyer advances it. Tries to advance it, gets it down to Hannah Factor, who swing pass over to Hannah Dietz, who's just a little short off the rim. Here come the Tigers, a nice pass up ahead, a little too strong, and Durr's there to clean it up, and that's what she does best, rebound and a putback, and we've seen that so far.
Yeah, she does. It's a very nice, easy way to get 2 quick points.
Meyer, top of the key, surveys. Looks like they're going to hold for one shot here. Anna Dietz down in the corner, and Autumn Anderson takes the quick three. Rebounded there, so a 2-for-1, if you will. Dietz again, a nice drive, and just couldn't get the roll.
It's a great move, great look.
And that'll wrap up our first half here. Grinnell 34, Mason City 24. So far, we've had a pretty back-and-forth game like we've expected. Grinnell has jumped out to a little bit of a rebounding lead, 17-11 in their favor. But again, both teams' players have showed up. Their stars have showed up to play.
They have, and other teammates are stepping up as well and showing what they can do. Like I said, that rebounding is going to remain crucial for these two teams. Also, we're seeing higher turnovers than we normally do. Grinnell only averages 10 turnovers a game, Mason City 13. We're already at 10 and 11 for these two teams. So I think we're seeing some nerves. I think we'll see that settle down a little bit in the second half.
I think both coaches are going to kind of, let their players know, hey, we got to kind of tighten it up a little bit, cut the turnovers down. Yep. But all right, we're going to go to halftime here at the Wells Fargo Arena.
Opportunities I've had, the people I've met, I couldn't have imagined a better college experience. The professor gets to know you really quickly. I know that people know who I am and that they care about me. With the opportunities I have here, I'm going to be able to succeed. Now I just feel like I can do anything. I don't know, just the
It's about trust. Whether I'm buying a car, hiring a contractor, finding a tax preparer, or an honest mechanic, the Better Business Bureau's seal means this business meets high standards. When I see the seal, I know I'll get what I pay for. No more taking chances and no more worries. And I feel good about supporting local businesses. My life is so much easier knowing I can always trust BBB accredited businesses. It pays to look for the seal. See for yourself at bbb.org/Iowa.
Area is starting to buy trucks at Schottenkirk Ford Indianola. Up to $13,000 off MSRP. Select new 17 Ford F-150s. And up to $8,500 off MSRP. Select new 17 Super Duties. Schottenkirk Ford, the truck stop. Up to $13,000 off select new F-150s. Schottenkirk Ford Indianola. The truck stops here. SchottenkirkFord.com.
Hi, Ron here, head coach of Westside Auto Pros. When your car's on the injured reserve, you want to get it back in the game as soon as possible. I know that. That's why you need to bring it here to Westside Auto Pros. I have a team of experts that can fix almost every automotive injury. Whether it's a fractured joint, a brake, or if your car just got its bell rung, no problem. We can even do a complete physical on your car to make sure it's game ready for the entire season. So bring your car to Westside Auto Pros and we'll get it back in the starting lineup in no time. Hey, you guys are dogging it back here. Let's move it, move it, move it.
Moms typically get to make a majority of healthcare decisions for their family. That can be a lot of pressure, but not for me. Because I know the choice is ours. For medical tests like MRIs, X-rays, CAT scans, and of course mammograms, ask your doctor to refer you to Iowa Radiology. They work around our hectic schedules. They're the best at what they do, and they're so great with my family. They truly care, and it shows. Visit IowaRadiology.com or call to schedule an appointment. Iowa Radiology. Our focus is your good health.
Many times at the Lodge of Ashworth, new members come to us from their big, beautiful homes. They find our spacious 2- and 3-bedroom suites to be an ideal fit. We have a limited number of these larger and penthouse-style suites, perfect for the retiring executive style living. We have suites ready for immediate move-in, or we can help you customize. The Lodge of Ashworth is all-inclusive, no surprise additional fees or upcharges. Call us today for a private tour and ask us about our flexible pricing plans.
The value of staying active cannot be overlooked in our lives or our young athletes. However, high-intensity workouts come with the risk of injury. If you or your child have sustained a sports injury, Select Physical Therapy in conjunction with Iowa Ortho are here to help with 2 convenient walk-in locations.
From diagnosis through recovery, you'll be put directly into the hands of experts who will evaluate and treat your sports-related injury.
Call us today for an evaluation.
I opened the Hearing Clinic to offer patients and their families a positive healthcare experience. If you have trouble hearing clearly at church, at the movies, watching TV, or with your friends and family in a group conversation, what are you waiting for? In less than half an hour, we can give you peace of mind and answer any questions that you may have. Call us today to schedule your appointment. The Hearing Clinic, 515-440-3323. We listen, you hear.
This is Iowa. And here, we don't just dream of a better tomorrow, of a smarter way to do business or live, of perseverance and progress. We inspire it in others. We challenge the conventional, reimagine what it means to be better, and then dare ourselves to make it great. This is Iowa. And here, we don't just dream, we make history. This is Iowa.
Iowa Pig Farmers Care. Learn more at iowapork.org.
4x4 All-Star Edition. Power price, $99 per month lease. $99 per month. New 18 Silverado Crew Cab 4x4 All-Star Edition. $219 per month lease. 18 Equinox. $199 per month lease. New 18 Cruise LTs. $18,790. Hurry in for best selection. The price event. Schottenkirk Chevy Waukee. WaukeeChevy.com.
Iowa Pig Farmers Care. Learn more at iowapork.org.
All you have to do, you just have to get their feet here on the pavement and be. Being in Des Moines, you just get it through the experience.
I'm a fan of a lot of our fast casual cuisine.
A little theater, some great restaurants.
There's a lot going on musically.
If you can't find things to do in Des Moines,
You must be boring.
this is a magical place.
Stronger, faster, healthier. You want more. You want to be part of something bigger than yourself. A place for people of all ages, all walks of life, that provides opportunities for all to succeed. We do that. We're the why. Build more than muscle. Build a stronger community.
Who believes in competition and good sportsmanship. Who knows it's not about the trophies or the medals, but rather the lessons learned. For those who understand, it's not whether you win or lose, just that you give your best. So go ahead, lace them up, take the field, have fun, and play. For the experience, for the memories, for the love of the game. Shields.
And here, we don't just dream of a better tomorrow, of a smarter way to do business or live, of perseverance and progress. we inspire it in others. We challenge the conventional, reimagine what it means to be better, and then dare ourselves to make it great. This is Iowa, and here we don't just dream, we make it.
It has become something of a lost art, remembering someone's face, remembering a name. They're the building blocks of a strong, caring community. Can you think of anything else more important than that? We can't.
Miss your hometown clothing store? The one that had it all? Everything to get the work done, all in one place? G&L Clothing is your hometown Iowa store. Stop in and see us, or we're only a click or phone call away. Family owned for nearly a century. G&L Clothing, 1801 Ingersoll, Des Moines.
G&L Clothing, your size, your style, we've got it all.
Community doesn't happen overnight. It takes a vision for the future, the ability to turn a challenge into a success, and individuals who inspire new generations of growth. Greater Des Moines has done a lot of growing over the years, and so have we. At Brick Gentry Law, your success is something that we create together. Thank you for making us a part of your community. Thank you for 50 years.
Opportunities I've had, the people I've met, I couldn't have imagined a better college experience. The professor gets to know you really quickly. I know that people know who I am and that they care about me. With the opportunities I have here, I'm going to be able to succeed. Now I just feel like I can do anything. I don't know, just the opportunities I've had, the people I've met, I couldn't have imagined a better college experience. The professor gets to know you really quickly. I know that people know who I am and that they care about me. With the opportunities I have here, I'm going to be able to succeed. Now I just feel like I can do anything.
Hello and welcome back to Wells Fargo Arena on CISN.TV, the 4A state quarterfinal between Grinnell and Mason City. Here I'm Joe Danielson alongside Tammy Blackstone, and we had a nice little honor at halftime with Lisa Bluter. And Tammy, you got the chance to play underneath her as a player at Drake, and kind of talk about that a little bit.
I did. You know, I remember during my 4 years, she had her 300th win there at Drake University, and she just celebrated this year over at Iowa her 700th win. And that is, she has had just a stellar career. And this award is kind of given to the epitome of the Iowa girl, and she is it. You know, she was a player. She played at UNI, has gone on to just a wonderful coaching career, and has coached so many of these young women that have come through and played here at Wells Fargo, and really shepherded them, not just on the court, but in their lives as well.
Yeah, and she's had obviously a huge impact at all of her stops along the way. And being in 3 Hall of Fames for UNI, Drake. I think Lindmar also was mentioned, and she definitely has had a huge impact on girls basketball in Iowa.
She has, at St. Ambrose, and then at Drake, and now at Iowa. Wherever she goes, success follows her, and it's because of the type of players that she recruits. She really is looking for an overall package. She really surrounds herself with good players, with a great coaching staff, and just does a lot for her players.
Yeah, and she instills that good values in her players too, and really, I think you can attest to it. Probably helps them along the line in both their basketball and probably off the court careers too.
I'm still in frequent contact with her, and I played for her. It was 18 years ago this spring, and she doesn't forget you. She wants you to make sure that you succeed in life, not just on the basketball court. Yeah, but that's just a great honor for Lisa Bluter there at halftime here, and we're getting ready to kick off the second half between the Tigers and the Mohawks here with Grinnell up 10 points. Mason City has a little catching up to do here. I think we might see them come out with some more full court pressure. They're not winning the war of field goal percentage, only shooting 35% to Grinnell's 54%. So Mason City's we're going to see some of those more shots fall here in the second half.
Hannah Factor inbounds to Autumn Anderson, who immediately gets it down low to Meyer. Or to Dietz, excuse me, and A little action down there results in a jump ball.
Yep, again, good hustle play by both. Every possession matters in games like this.
Right, and the jump ball is kind of indicates the hustle plays because you got both players from each team going at it, and that's our third one so far. So,
Absolutely.
that's just the story of the game. Here comes Doty over to Jackson. Back to Doty up the top of the right side of the key. Surveys around. Back to Cameron Moore, looking for Jackson again on that working that right side. Swing it over for Doty, just a little strong off the back of the rim, rebounded by Hannah Dietz, who pushes it up quick.
Almost loses it there, regain control.
Wow, then the referees did let that go. And again, what did we do? We just got done talking about a jump ball.
Referees have been consistent through the game of letting a little contact go, letting these girls fight for it. It serves both these teams and their hustle well.
And that's what they want, too. You want to draw fouls, but at the same time, you want to be competitive. A nice back cut there from Megan Meyer right down the lane for the Mohawks.
Finding her wide open underneath.
Here comes Doty. Off to Durr, and a nice way to jump the passing lane there from Factor. We did mention that earlier. We were looking at Megan Meyer for the Mohawks. Tallied 5 steals in that first half. It's active hands. Inbounds to Jackson at the top of the key. Looking for Durr. Durr posts up. Again, a nice kick out from Durr over there to Doty. Dietz with the strong rebound, and it's out to Megan Meyer up the top. She advances it up to Lansing. Lansing, top of the key, swings it over to Anderson. Drives baseline and into the trap there, and up, got called for the travel.
It's a good take, it's a good look, trying to make something happen there.
Here comes Harris for the Tigers. Drives right, off to Jackson. Durr with the nice curl cut in the lane. Gets her own rebound, tries to go back up with it, and another jump ball here. Anna Lansing got her hands on that one, and that's a good play there from a strong player like Durr to get your hands on that.
It is. She hasn't missed a lot of those underneath. Got her own rebound, and she'll make good things happen for the team if she keeps playing strong like that.
Durr, a nice handoff to Jackson. Long rebound out. Mason City comes up with it, and here comes Megan Meyer. Meyer drives the lane, a nice little jump shot. Oh, and just misses off the rim.
Created some nice space for herself with that move, finding herself open in the lane, and those will fall for her.
Yep, and that one was halfway down. And
it was.
She made one of those earlier with a nice floater. After the foul there, the Mohawks will have the ball underneath the basket. Inbounds up top of the key, Autumn Anderson. Factor to Lansing, back to Factor.
Grinnell playing a tight man-to-man, keeping the pressure on.
And Factor hits a nice 3, and that's a Shields 3-point play there from Factor. Here comes Jackson. A 5-point game now after that 3. Grinnell's battled back.
Mason City fans feeling some new life.
Yep, Durr, nice play, and she negates through again. 3 defenders in there to finish. Boy, she's crafty inside.
Balance on one foot there and putting it in.
Meyer drives and kicks out to Autumn Anderson, who finds Hannah Factor wide open down low. A nice feed.
Mason City team does a great job of sharing the ball, always looking for someone who's a little more open than they are.
Here comes Durr, and she takes it herself up the right side and look to be stripped, but the Tigers will retain possession here underneath the basket.
Mason City fans wanting the charge call there, but looked like just a good physical play like these refs are letting them do.
Yep, the referees are on the court. Durr again, and she traveled this time. I think she might have gotten a charge call also for the Mohawks had she not traveled.
I think so too. She's trying to kind of put the team on her shoulders a little bit here, get those inside points. They are beating Mason City in the paint with those inside points, mostly due to her second chance putbacks.
So here comes Meyer, top of the key. Oh, a nice baseline back cut from Anna Dietz. Anna Lansing found Anna Dietz on the nice backdoor layup. Here comes Durr again, up that right side, off to Jackson. And then to Doty, back to Moore, up top. Drives right, and is just stripped there. Good hands from the Mohawks. Here comes Meyer, quick up the right side. Oh, little lit floater, just left it short.
Shooting over a much taller Durr there.
Grinnell on the tack, Moore. Another strong defensive play from number 14, Anna Dietz.
That time Dietz beat her to the spot, got set, and took a very clear charge there.
Yep, and Mason City has been in good position there underneath the basket, and that'll lead to a Grinnell timeout onto a 3-point game here. And with that, we'll go to break on CISN.TV.
The Power Price Event, Schottenkirk Chevy Waukee, new 18 Silverado Double Cab 4x4 All-Star Edition. Power Price, $99 per month lease, $99 per month. New 18 Silverado Crew Cab 4x4 All-Star Edition, $219 per month lease. 18 Equinox, $199 per month lease. New 18 Cruise LTs, $18,790. Hurry in for best selection. The Power Price Event, Schottenkirk Chevy Waukee, WaukeeChevy.com.
And we're back here, third quarter, with 4 minutes left to play. And Mason City has really responded well in this third quarter, cutting the Tigers' lead to 3, and they'll have the ball with a chance to make this a chance to tie here on this possession.
Mason City's run has really started on defense. They're picking up the pressure and getting some important stops and some steals, and really that gets them going on that offensive end.
And that's what we kind of thought the coaches would address. Clean up the turnovers and get a little stronger defense. Here comes Meyer. Guarded by Harris. Kicks it off to Anna Dietz. Stolen there by number 24, Cameron Moore, and she'll take it down for the easy layup. Meyer down in the corner for Autumn Anderson. Looks at the three, the drives. Dishes it back out to Anna Lansing, who drives again.
Some contact in the lane there, I think, as Meyer was cutting through.
Yeah, an off-ball foul, I think. Our FAR official caught that one. He had the angle.
Sienna Durr from Grinnell already a double-double in this game with 14 points and 10 rebounds.
And she's doing a lot of cleaning up on the glass.
She is. She's got that height advantage, just a couple inches, but she's using it.
Whitner inbounds to Lansing. Drives left. Excuse me, that was Hannah Factor. Nice layup, but just a little long. And the Grinnell will get the ball out underneath again here for a baseline play. Factor. Oh, back in, and it's tipped a bit. And we've got another jump ball. And that one looked a little aggressive, but I think they were just tangled up there. You know, there's not a whole lot you could do when you're both falling down.
No ill will there. That's just two girls that know this game is coming down to it. It's a 5-point game. It's the state tournament. You give it what you've got.
Yep, and that one was, probably right about the edge. So after that, you're probably going to have to make the call. But again, they're letting them play, and we like that.
We do.
Meyer, the crossover, drives right and finds Whitner in the corner. Cross-court pass to Lansing. Back to Factor. Drives right. Whitner again drives the paint. A nice skip pass over there to Lansing with a nice little floater in the lane. And again, another one of those 50-50 balls.
Yeah.
And Durr comes up with the rebound, and she'll draw the foul.
Fantastic hustle there from both sides. I think they got Hollander for a bit of a reach in, but again, that's just hustle plays.
Megan Doty will bring the ball up the court with about 3 minutes to go here in this third quarter. Takes the screen from Durr up to Cameron Moore. Pump fakes. Jackson in the corner. Pump fakes in a nice drive and finishes with her left hand there.
It's great versatility from Jackson. She found herself open for 3 good three-pointers in the first half. Here showing us she's got another part of her game as well.
Meyer drives, bobbles a little bit, gets it in the corner and takes the 3. A high arcing ball just rims out. Rebounded by the Mohawks. Whitaker down in the corner. Whitner. She's trapped, and they'll have to call a timeout, Mason City. And that's a pretty good timeout right there. You know, she's trapped in the corner. They haven't used a timeout so far, only a 30-second.
Yep.
I think we'll go to a quick commercial break here.
This is Iowa. And here, we don't just dream of a better tomorrow, of a smarter way to do business or live, of perseverance and progress. We inspire it in others. We challenge the conventional, reimagine what it means to be better, and then dare ourselves to make it great. This is Iowa. And here, we don't just dream, we make history.
And we're back here, winding down the third quarter. Mason City to inbound. Anna Dietz will inbound the ball for the Mohawks in a little stack formation. Whitner takes the inbound pass. Another nice back cut there from Megan Meyer. They found Whitner in the corner for a nice high arcing 3, and it's good. The corner 3 ball has been falling for both teams today, and that's another Shields 3-point play.
Mason City does a good job of creating that open shot by driving in, drawing the defense.
Megan Dowdy out to Naomi Jackson at the top of the key. Surveys the defense here, looking to set up a play. Here comes Durr with the screen and roll, and they find her at the top of the key. Good body control there from Durr, and we've seen that a couple times. You know, when you immediately turn your back, you got to find the hoop and shoot, and she drew the foul and just couldn't get that one to go down.
She knows she's going to have at least 2 defenders there every time, but she's a little taller than them, and she can shoot over top. Good control. Again, Sienna Durr, she's a senior. She's heading out to Columbia University in New York City next year. Very versatile college player she'll be. She can shoot the 3, she can drive, she can post up.
Yeah, but when the player has, you know, almost all the record books for the school, it's kind of an indicator of how good they'll be.
Absolutely.
Mohawks advance the ball up the left side. Dietz over there to Hannah Factor. And a nice drive from Factor. Oh, and a crafty scoop layup to get the and 1 through the 2 defenders there.
We call that state tournament luck right there a little bit.
She got the shooter's roll, I believe, on the rim.
No, it was a fantastic move, and it's a strong finish. That's a sign of a strong finish.
Yep, and she'll go to the line here for the 3-point play.
That is 3 fouls on Sienna Durr.
Yep, and that'll be something to look at going forward. She doesn't want to pick up that 4th foul. Here comes Cameron Moore. Skip pass to Jackson. Looks for Durr inside. Bobbled. Regains control. A nice dribble and puts it up.
What composure to be able to grab that. Lots of scrapping going on around her.
Yep, and she's done well in the paint. Here comes Hollander at the top of the key. Quick shot from Megan Meyer, just a little short. Rebounded by Grinnell, and they're off and running again. Cameron Moore advances it to Harris, who passes it back to Moore. And then Doty resets at the top of the key. There's Durr. Kicks it out to find Jackson, and just a little short again. And we're off and running again with the Mohawks. Meyer dribbles around at the top of the key and draws the foul there on 22, Megan Doty. That'll be their 5th foul for Grinnell, so that could be a factor here going into the 4th quarter if you get into the bonus.
You could. With 32 seconds here left, you wonder if Mason City will just keep playing or if they'll hold here for a last shot.
Here's Factor. to Meyer. Hollander sets the screen. Meyer denies, gets to the top of the key, and they kick it back out to reset for this last shot here with 10 seconds.
Taking their time, looking for a good one.
Meyer off the Dietz screen, a nice drive through 2 defenders and drew the foul. And that's what you want there with the last 10 seconds. You know, if you don't get a shot off, get a foul.
Absolutely. She's a playmaker, and she goes in knowing, in a case like that, probably either going to get the 2 points or get to the foul line. She is a 75% free throw shooter.
And sinks the first one. So she'll convert, Meyer will convert the 2 free throws, and she'll get subbed out quick for a breather. Sammy Miller will come in.
6 seconds here for Grinnell to get it up the court and do something.
Harris drives through and gets a nice little jumper and banks it in at the buzzer. There we go. She was kind of unguarded on that play and just kind of found herself wide open for a run. And that's what she wanted, a nice little free throw line jumper.
Excellent play there from Macy Harris. 6 seconds, not a lot of time to have a lot of passing. Put it in the hands of your ball handler. She can put that in, and those 2 points are going to come in handy.
And that'll end our third quarter here with the score 46-40. Grinnell up on Mason City. This is CISN.TV.
Why look for the seal? It's about trust. Whether I'm buying a car, hiring a contractor, finding a tax preparer, or an honest mechanic, the Better Business Bureau seal means this business meets high standards. When I see the seal, I know I'll get what I pay for. No more taking chances and no more worries. And I feel good about supporting local businesses. My life is so much easier knowing I can always trust BBB accredited businesses. It pays to look for the seal. See for yourself at bbb.org/Iowa.
And we're back here at the Wells Fargo Arena getting ready to start the fourth quarter of what has been a pretty back and forth game, a run and gun type style of game from both Grinnell and Mason City. And Mason City kind of found themselves down 10 at half. They've battled back and they've got it within 6 here. And it's going to look to be an exciting fourth quarter.
This is the kind of game we've expected to see here from these 2 teams. They both really get up and down the floor well. We've seen that here tonight. We've seen shots start falling. We've seen confidence take a turn up here. And I think we're going to see a great last 8 minutes.
Yeah, but they really, the first half was a little wild, some turnovers, but they cleaned that up in the third quarter. And really, what have we had? 4 or 5 jump balls, so a lot of possession changes, and that's going to be key when we're coming down to the final seconds. Grinnell pass, almost tipped. Gets it to Durr, though. Kicks it out to Moore. Swing pass again to Jackson. Takes a long 3, and it's good.
That is her 4th three-pointer of the game. She's feeling it out there. She's not going to pass up that open shot.
Yep, but she's, 4 of 9 now, so a high percentage. Here come the Mohawks. They swing the ball to the corner for Anna Dietz, just a little bit strong. Rebounded by Durr, and she'll take it up herself. Durr advances to Doty. Over to Macy Harris, who drives the lane for a nice little floater, but no good off the glass. So ball will go out of bounds to Mason City. It is 49-40 here with 7 to go. Mason City looking to close the gap. Meyer takes the screen, switches it over to Anderson. In low to Hannah Factor, a nice move. She bobbled it at first, regained it, and put it in.
That makes 13 points here for Hannah Factor 7. A nice game, very consistent, very steady.
And a little trouble here for Grinnell with the Mohawk trap and press. They'll get it up. Here's Moore at the top of the key. Looking for Durr there. She's heavily guarded by Hannah Factor. Kicks it out. Good find from Durr to take it into Macy Harris. She'll take it in, and we'll get another jump ball. With this one, this time we'll go to Mason City. So the possession arrow at the next one, if we get it, which we Well, based on this game we just
I'm
might,
sure
it'll
we
go
will.
to Grinnell. Possession has been big, and it will continue to be big.
Mason City's not looking like they're in a hurry. They're looking for their good shot.
Yep,
And they found it.
Yeah, there it is, right there. Anna Lensing, a nice little top of the key jumper. Here
Full
comes-
court pressure here for
Yep.
Mason City.
Comes Jackson. She kind of splits the press. So over to Moore. Switches courts to Harris. Grinnell is really nice and patient working on this little bit switch zone here from Mason City. Kind of a man-zone combo. Moore hands off to Jackson. Throws it into Durr, who gets it in again, right in the double team. Threaded the needle, and she knows what to do with it.
Beautiful aim. Great lob pass. That is a difficult pass to make.
And here's Meyer for the Mason City. Drives left, and there's her nice little floater, just a bit too strong. Ball rebounded by Durr, and she's going to take it herself. Kicks it back out. Macy Harris for three. There you go again with Durr's vision, draws the defenders, kicks it out to Harris for three.
That's the first three-point attempt for Macy Harris tonight, and it came at a great time and put those 3 points in.
Yep, a nice little run there from the Tigers will force a Mason City Mohawk timeout. And with that, we'll take a quick break here on CISN.TV.
This is Iowa. And here, we don't just dream of a better tomorrow, of a smarter way to do business or live, of perseverance and progress. We inspire it in others. We challenge the conventional, reimagine what it means to be better, and then dare ourselves to make it great. This is Iowa. And here, we don't just dream, we make history.
Iowa Pig Farmers Care. Learn more at iowapork.org.
And we're back here. Joe Danielson and Tammy Blackstone with 5:16 left in the fourth quarter. A 10-point Grinnell lead after a little bit of a run there. The Mohawks are looking to respond with a run of their own. Meyer inbounds to Autumn Anderson. Takes the screen off Meyer and drives, and has it stolen there by Cameron Moore, who draws the foul on the layup there.
She read that well. She knew her defender was not going to be able to get set. Taking it in, knew she'd either get two or get to the free throw line there.
Her first, team foul number 3 at the line for Grinnell, Cameron Moore, shooting 2.
Cameron Moore is a 76% free throw shooter.
She sinks the first one, and this will be Grinnell's third and fourth attempt from the stripe this game. Which is kind of surprising due to the little physical nature we've seen.
Right, we just haven't heard the whistle blow a lot on either end. So, yeah, not a lot of free throws so far in this game.
Moore knocks down both. And Mason City will inbound the ball and advance it quickly. And a factor to Whitner. Whitner over to Dietz, who drives in on the left, and a nice finish there from Dietz.
And that is exactly what Mason City needs Anna Dietz to do right now.
Yep, and here we go, another jump ball right on the inbounds. Grinnell has possession.
Mason City was able to quickly close a 10-point gap after halftime. You have to think that they're going to be doing the same thing, putting that pressure on defensively to try to do the same thing again here.
Yep, now's the time for their run if they're going to make it. Inbounded to Jackson. Nice skip pass up ahead to Durr. And she finds Moore for a nice pass from Durr.
Cameron Moore, I believe that is 19 points for her tonight. She is capable of some big games, and she's having one today.
Dietz drives the lane, kicks it out to Factor for the three, just a little bit short. And we've got a little bit of a foul, off-ball foul underneath the basket.
Fouls on Grinnell, number 24, Cameron Moore.
Grinnell.
Her third.
Cameron Moore will pick up her third foul, and that'll be the 7th team foul from Grinnell, sending Mason City to the line for a 1-and-1.
Dietz went up very strong for that ball. She's doing what Mason City needs her to do right now. I'm really going hard to the basket, fighting for every loose ball.
That one rims out. Durr the rebound. Oops, nice. Stolen, almost stolen there.
Again, Dietz trying to get her hand in there.
Yep, and she jumped the passing lane, which allowed Moore to get her hand on it and have a nice open lane to the basket. Just couldn't convert.
Her second, team foul number 4. At the line for Grinnell, Cameron Moore shooting 2.
Cameron Moore will shoot 2 for Grinnell. And she'll hit the second one here. Mason City inbounds. Meyer.
Seeing some full court pressure here from Grinnell.
Yep, Meyer does a good job of breaking the press here. A nice swing pass over to Dietz and has her pocket pick. Whitner has it stolen. Moore with the steal and more hustle play there.
Grinnell really doing what they're intending here and slowing the ball down.
No good shot there from Mason City. Durr will get the rebound and push like she usually does. Finds Jackson.
Now Grinnell's going to take her time a little bit.
Yep, cross court to Moore. She'll take it up to the top of the key.
The 14-point lead here, no need for Grinnell to rush.
They'll look for Durr inside, and that's been automatic today. When she gets the ball within 5 feet of the hoop, she's going to convert.
Absolutely, those high percentage shots, not going to pass those up at this stage in the game. Mason City really needs to start attacking the basket, putting up some three-point shots.
Yep, 3 minutes left in this game. A nice drive there from Anna Lansing. And a quick timeout from the Mohawks. And they'll take a full timeout, and we will go to a break here on CISN.TV.
The Des Moines area is starting to buy trucks at Schottenkirk Ford Indianola. Up to $13,000 off MSRP. Select new 17 Ford F-150s. And up to $8,500 off MSRP. Select new 17 Super Duties. Schottenkirk Ford, the truck stop. Up to $13,000 off select new F-150s. Schottenkirk Ford Indianola. The truck stops here. Schottenkirk Ford.
Just have to get their feet here on the pavement and big. Being in Des Moines, you just get it through the experience.
I'm a fan of a lot of our fast, casual cuisine.
A little theater, some great restaurants.
There's a lot going on musically.
If you can't find things to do in Des Moines,
You must be boring.
this is a magical place.
And welcome back to the last 3 minutes here of this final 4A quarterfinal of the day here. The winner of this one will take on the winner of Lewis Central and Lamar's tomorrow. But from the Mohawks right now, it's time to get a little strategic with the timeouts, and you're looking for 2-for-1 opportunities. Oh, a quick inbounds to Durr over the top, and she finds Naomi Jackson for a quick layup.
Mason City overplaying a little bit there, and that's not what they're needing at this point in the game.
Yep, and we have a tall player like Durr, you can throw it over the top. Nice backup there from Meyer. Swing pass. Now inside. Kick back out to Anderson. No good. A rebound there underneath. A fight for that ball, and Jackson came up with it. Grinnell's going to look to push again here. They'll find Durr inside, and she'll score that one again. That one was probably her easiest layup all night.
Ended up with a 2-on-1 situation a lot because Mason City's down there fighting for those rebounds. Anna Dietz was on the ground. Ended up with a mismatch.
Meyer, another nice drive. Just the floater just couldn't go again. Grinnell pushing again, looking to put this game out of reach here.
Grinnell is not slowing down any with this lead. They're just keeping pushing it up the court.
Yeah, that's something you kind of usually see teams maybe slow it up once you get a 10-point lead, but nope, they're looking to to close this one out.
Yeah, that is not the style of either of these two teams. They're used to these high-scoring games.
Yep, they're not going to stop. Steal from Anderson. Factor, the pass to Factor is tipped, and that'll be a Mason City out-of-bounds play here. Yep, the Mohawks are going to look for a stop, score, stop here. Kind of go 2 for 1, 2 for 0. You want to get a run strung together.
Yeah, I think they're going to look for Meyer to be driving, looking for some three-point shots.
A nice active hands from Jackson, but kicked ball there from the Grinnell Tigers.
Fouls on Grinnell, number 2, Macy Harris.
Got a foul on Harris.
Foul number 8. At the line for Mason City, Megan Meyer, shooting 1-1.
That'll send the Mohawks to the line for the 1-1. It will also stop the clock. Meyer sinks the first one.
Meyer averages 25 points a game today. So far has 14, a little under that.
Oh, second free throw rims out, and again, Grinnell with the push. Swing pass to Jackson. And they find Durr inside, and she was fouled trying to establish position down there.
Fouls on Mason City, number 14, Anna Dees.
Grinnell now is taking their time a little more. Jackson passed up that three-pointer. I don't think she would have in the earlier in the game, but looking for those high percentage shots inside.
Yep, looking for Durr especially for Grinnell. She'll take it off the curl screen. Jackson.
Yeah, now we see Grinnell taking their time a little bit.
Doty back to Jackson up top, and Mason City's going to foul here. Stop the clock.
Fouls on Mason City, number 24, Sammy Miller. Her second, team foul number 6.
They have one more foul before they go into the 1-1 here, so a nice smart foul there. Again, active hands from Hannah Factor. This whole Mohawks team has really just been active in the passing lanes, and they've gotten a lot of steals so far today too.
They're a high steal team. They're going for that first, and I think if they don't get it, we're probably going to see them foul again.
Oh, and that was a little bit of a hard collision there, and that's just, you know, both teams are kind of playing hard. The Mohawks a little bit frustrated when you're down, but they're still aggressive, and that's what you like to see.
Right. Yep. No fault there. It's just going for the ball. But again, I think they wanted to put her on the line here. I think that they know that down here, 17 points, they got to put them on the line so they can get the ball back.
Cameron Moore knocks down her first free throw. The second one rims out. Mason City, here they come. A nice inbound pass to Megan Meyer. Kicks it out to Dietz. It's a little too long. Another swing pass over there to Dietz. She'll drive the left side of the lane, and a nice layup is good.
She was looking for that three-pointer earlier, got the 2 instead.
The Mohawks will take one more timeout here to save time on the clock, and we'll take another quick break.
Want to get stronger, faster, healthier. You want more. You want to be part of something bigger than yourself. A place for people of all ages, all walks of life, that provides opportunities for all to succeed. We do that. We're the why. Build more than muscle. Build a stronger community.
And welcome back to Wells Fargo Arena here with 1 minute and 13 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Grinnell hanging on to a 16-point lead over Mason City. The score in this fourth quarter hasn't really been indicative of the game. Really a close game for up this past three quarters, and the Tigers just kind of outran the Mohawks here in this fourth quarter.
They did, and Grinnell is just really having an outstanding shooting day. 57% from the field. That's very high for a team to be shooting compared to Mason City's 38%. Not quite falling as well for the Mohawks today.
Grinnell into Durr and uses her height again to push it. Push it again. Macy Harris. Smart foul there from Hannah Factor.
Mason City trying to get the foul there off the ball, not on the shot, and the refs didn't quite give it to them. Again, indicative of the whole game. They're letting some of that go, and they haven't changed here in the final minutes of the game.
Yep, and Grinnell is really looking to use Durr on those outlet inbounds passes with her height. Harris knocks down her first free throw. Macy Harris. That'll be her 5th point of the game. That one rims out. Oh, and a little bit of collision, but Mason City Meyer will get the rebound and push. Allie Rude over to Anna Dietz and a drive out of bounds off a Grinnell leg there. It looks like Mason City is going to clear their benches here, and we will have some new players in.
It's a hard-fought game there for the Mason City Mohawks. They've had a fantastic season. What a schedule they've played in 4A. They just see tough 5A competition all year, and here a nice round of applause for all their players.
And we'll have full squad changes for both teams here, except for Durr. She'll stay in for Grinnell. Inbounds to Hannah Thomas, swings it over to Hannah Lang, who drives the right side, and a nice little shot off the top of the back of the rim, and even see the Grinnell's bench will even look to push, so that's instilled in them heavy. Durr. She'll dribble it out back up to the top of the key. Bailey Krigel. And Grinnell will go ahead and sub out Sienna Durr after a pretty good performance from her. 24 points, 16 rebounds, and 5 assists. She's just been all over this game today.
What an absolute game for Sienna Durr, and that is not unusual for her for the season, but she's really bringing what she has to the state tournament and showing Des Moines what kind of player she's going to be next year at Columbia University.
Sarah Gosling to McKenna McKnight. Bailey Krigel again up top. Tigers just working the ball around here. And a nice basket there from Addie Pettig. The Mohawks will drive the ball down here and take one last shot. And that'll do it here from Wells Fargo Arena. The Grinnell Tigers will win this one 70-51 over the Mason City Mohawks. And we'll take a quick break and we'll come back with a nice post-game wrap-up after this on CISN.TV.
This is Iowa. And here, we don't just dream of a better tomorrow, of a smarter way to do business or live, of perseverance and progress. We inspire it in others. We challenge the conventional, reimagine what it means to be better, and then dare ourselves to make it great. This is Iowa. And here, we don't just dream, we make history.
Iowa Pig Farmers Care. Learn more at iowapork.org. Iowa Pig Farmers Care. Learn more at iowapork.org.
And wrap it up here from Wells Fargo Arena in Des Moines, Iowa. We had Grinnell winning this last quarterfinal game of the day, 70-51 here, and it was a very close game for 3 quarters, and Grinnell kind of just overpowered Mason City in that 4th quarter and went on a big long run, and rebounding and field goal percentage was kind of the key there for Grinnell.
He really did. Both just very strong teams. A bit of a mismatch there, though. Mason City today just really didn't have an answer for Sienna Durr underneath. She just had a lot of points. There were 44 points in the paint for Grinnell compared to 28 for Mason City. So difficult to deal with her, but really a strong showing from both of these teams.
Yep, and that'll wrap it up. I'm Joe Danielson here alongside Tammy Blackstone, and from CISN TV, that'll end our first day of the tournament. Thank you for listening and tuning in.
Thanks for watching our live coverage of the Iowa Girls State Basketball Tournament on the Central Iowa Sports Network. You can check CISN.TV for a replay of this game. The free coverage of today's game was presented by Mid-American Energy, Schottenkirk Chevy of Waukee, Atlantic Coca-Cola Bottlers, and the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union.
And there's a travel. I expect Riley Jacobs.